So day to day, our role is to protect people and support people across the community in emergencies, and flooding's no different. That includes obviously responding to collisions on the road network, people stuck in floodwater, whether that be in their vehicles, or people that are being affected day to day by flooding and may need rescuing.
It's been a really busy period for us in Northamptonshire with the Environment Agency, with 3 times the average rain this month. So 15 centimetres of rain, which has caused flooding across the county and affected a lot of communities.
Just last week alone, between Monday and Friday, we had over 200 calls, flood-related calls, of which we responded to over 80 of these, and assisting other agencies with evacuations, as well as being prepared to respond as and when we needed to.
So we stood at Northampton Washlands, which is a large flood storage reservoir we use to try and control the amount of water going downstream. It's really difficult for any river system to cope with 3 times the average amount of rain in a month, and as a result of that we've seen the devastating flooding.
A lot of the planning, certainly working with Billing Aquadrome and our local partners and Yarwell Mill, is being able to support them in their evacuation, but also we've had to do some rescues as well, so using our staff that are trained in swift water rescue to be able to rescue people from boats or from flooded property as well.
I think with Northampton we've got the challenge of the caravan park, Billing Aquadrome, which is situated on floodplain, so acutely at risk of residents needing to be evacuated and looked after. We've got a regular cleaning and maintenance programme of our drains, culverts, gullies across West Northamptonshire. Around 20,000 have been inspected and cleaned since the start of the financial year, so that's since April. So huge volume of work is done to make sure that particularly the high risk drainage areas are regularly cleaned and inspected.
We have hot spots where it floods, especially at Yarwell Mill, down in just off the Oundle region. We've got the Greenway, we've got Earthinborough and Higham Ferrers and areas there which flood, but there's a lot of capacity down there in the floodplains which are taking the water at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, for us, we're suitably trained. We've got adequate resources to be able to respond. So we're always planning and preparing, and we're ready for whatever's coming next.
So first of all, I would encourage people to sign up through the government websites for the flood alerts and the flood warnings, to heed the advice that ourselves and partners give them. Things like don't drive through flood water, report flooding is really important to us, and know your community. Who's vulnerable in your community? What can you do as a community to support and help each other, which in turn helps and supports us and our critical partners?